Happy Friday! So I have you guys down here by the vent for the moment. And once I get to my spot where I'll be waiting for offers, um, I'm going to go ahead and move where my phone is at. I'm also just trying to make sure that it's being charged at that. But hopefully everybody's having a wonderful start to their Friday. Right now it's just me. Since the hubby's going to be running solo this weekend for all of Saturday, part of today, and part of Sunday, or most of Sunday, because I'll be heading to San Antonio tonight, and come Saturday early morning, my sister and I will be at the beach. So if you guys are watching this right now, especially as part of a replay, hopefully you guys will join me. I plan to go at minimum 2 times to go live, possibly even 3 times, because tonight I'll be hanging out with my daughter. They are actually heading to San Antonio so they can go to SeaWorld. And hey TG, good morning. But they're planning on going to SeaWorld, and I haven't been to SeaWorld since 1990. So yeah. But their hotel is literally right off the Riverwalk. So when we get there, I plan to do a live stream from the Riverwalk. But how are you today? And then I plan to do a couple of live streams come Saturday. So, but until then, because my daughter doesn't get off until later today, I'm going to work probably for the next hour and a half, go home, and then the hubby and I will head down that way to work for another hour or so, maybe 2 hours. It just depends until my daughter is ready. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you, Nato. Appreciate that. I know it's not the greatest angle where I have y'all at the moment, so bear with me until I get to a spot where I'm going to wait for offers. Because at the moment I do have DoorDash, Instacart, and Walmart Spark on. And because it's just me, hi Connie, good morning. Well, it's still morning here in Texas. It's 11:53 in the morning. So I got a few more minutes before it's afternoon. But when it's just me, I try not to have too many apps open, and right now I do operate at least 5. When my husband's with me, I'll have all 5 of them on. How's everybody doing today? But like I said, I mean, I have my apps turned on because I have a Dollar General in my neighborhood. There's a Costco right here that we're passing by. 36 items, 1 customer shop for 36 miles, $33. Not for Costco, but for Aldi. I mean, the $33 sounds great, but to travel 36 miles, and that's just one way, definitely is not worth $33. How's it going? Hopefully you're out there making that money too. Guess I better turn the Wi-Fi off of mine. But it's a beautiful day this Friday morning, almost afternoon. My car is saying that it's 92 degrees out, but I'm sure the feels like is a little warmer than that. Let's see, what does my phone say? So it's not far off. Well, my phone says the temperature is actually 89, but feels like 95, which is probably why my car is saying it's 92. Busy summer. No, and I think a lot of people are experiencing that. Unless there are just in a general busy market, what do you call that? A vacation area, unless they're in, busy cities. And I mean, I don't like driving around in Austin. So that's why I wouldn't go over there to work. But a lot of people have been talking about the summer slowdown. So it's been rough for sure. We'll work 2, 3, 4 hours and make $0 to $50. So it's definitely been rough. Our home market definitely it's slow. What are you doing? Jeez. We've definitely felt the slowdown. I mean, even for where my daughter lives and my mom and my sisters, we drive over there to concentrate on Spark. Even there, Spark, we felt the slowdown on that. So, boy, this spot is busy. Normally I can park over here for the lunchtime because it's got a lot of shaded area and it's busy. So I don't have my shade. Okay. There we go. All right. Let me move this to down here. Let's move you guys up here. Hey, King. Good afternoon. It's 11:58. I'll go ahead and say afternoon. But thank you for popping in. I'm hoping to get happy noon. That's right. I am hoping to get a couple of orders at least. Like I said, it's 12 o'clock here in Texas. I have DoorDash, Instacart, and Walmart Spark on. So now I'm going to turn on Favor. But I'm only going to work about an hour. Hour and a half, and we'll go from there. I'm doing good, and I hope to be doing a lot better if we can get some offers. I mean, Uber Eats is showing some hot spots, but those hot spots are not always reliable. 10 miles for $9. That was an all for one. 15 miles from this restaurant that I'm right in front of, but for $8.44. Now, especially on Uber Eats, that restaurant, Kyoto, which I'm in the plaza of where this restaurant is at, normally almost 22 miles for $17, and that's just one way. That's taking me 35 minutes out of town. So if they wanted us to drive 35 minutes, they should be tipping more than that. Yep, they do. All right, Pizza Hut, let's see what you got for us. And it's a COD. 3.4 miles to pick up at Pizza Hut. And it's, so right now I know for sure I'm getting paid $2. But 3.4 miles? Yeah, very. Oh, and by the way, NATO, I have your, the live stream that you did last night for the what do you call that? ASMR? You know, for the swamp and listening to the crickets. And so I have that playing on my laptop before I left. So that's actually pretty good. Who knows? I don't think I'd be able to have my phone propped up when we go to the beach. I mean, I'll be bringing my my phone holder that also turns into a stand. You know, I can probably bury the stand base in the sand and then just point the phone towards the beach and just let it stream, and I'll hang out with my sister. We can walk the beach, and just, of course, maybe her husband or one of her kids, you know, will just stay by it so no one comes running up to snatch the phone. The sunrise was too cloudy. Aw. But that's a pretty good idea to have the ASMR, you know, doing the crickets and everything. Especially for those that enjoy camping and that's what they're listening to. So that's pretty good. I myself, when we don't have the fan running as the background noise, for me, I'll listen to the beach sounds that has, you know, it has the beach, rain, and thunder. That is true. That is true. Uber. 5 miles for $5. Oh. Now, that is interesting for those of you guys that do Uber Eats. There's two types of offers that come through. There's the timed one, and then there's the all for one. Now, my daughter, I mean, my hubby and I, when he was doing Uber Eats like a year and a half ago, and we would do them, but we were driving separate vehicles at the time. But my daughter and her husband both do Uber Eats in the same vehicle, and they alternate between their apps. But she says, in reference to the All for Ones, actually, she says it's happened a few times where, and it depends, it'll happen on her account first and then it'll happen on his. But anyways, what it shows is that one example will pop up as an All for One. But that exact same order will pop up on her husband's phone as a timed one. So I find that to be very interesting. I mean, 10 miles for $9. Sally Beauty, one item. She says that's probably not what happens all the time, but it's the fact that sometimes those offer ones are actually timed offers to one driver. So right now I'm just waiting in a parking lot in the plaza. I'm hoping to get a decent offer. But in reference to where I'll be going later tonight, 10 miles for $3. That's Uber Eats at Walmart. But tonight I'll be riding with my daughter and her family. They're going to SeaWorld, so they'll be heading to San Antonio, and I'll be catching a ride with them. I'll be meeting up with my sister, and tomorrow we're going to be going to the beach. So that's where I might, like, NATO, that's probably what I'll do is I'll prop my phone, I'll bury the base so that way it doesn't fall over if it's windy. But and I'll just have the phone facing the ocean and see how long I can record for. But the other reason why we plan on going to the beach, I've been wanting to go to the beach, not necessarily to swim. I mean, I like walking the beach and I like listening to it. I love the view. So, but my sister has been wanting, her and her family, heard about the sea turtle, the baby sea turtle release. And they hold it, they usually announce it 24 hours ahead of time. But there's one that's scheduled for tomorrow morning at 6:45. So we're going to be getting up like 3 o'clock in the morning because they're about 2 hours away from the beach where it's going to take place. And we're going to drive over there so we can catch that and then more than likely just continue to hang out at the beach for the day. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so, NATO. I really do. Because, you know, that would be something cool to have on my page. You know, for the ASMR and whatnot. So, and what I'm going to do is I'll probably still do one live stream to where I'm probably talking. And then I'll set up another live stream to where I just have it pointing towards the beach and just let everybody enjoy the view. Hi, Daisy. Good afternoon. I'm doing good. I'm out here to see if I can make any money. Running solo at the moment. How are you? I think, yesterday was the first time I actually was able to catch your Scrabble live. That's pretty fun. That was a pretty cool idea for you. Okay, so I just accepted this offer on Instacart, 24.6 miles. It's a 2-customer shop, and it's paying $55. So, and it's at Costco. Thank you, Daisy. It says heavy pay. One customer has 8 items. There's where I see a couple of the heavy pay. They have 1 case of Vitarain, and then let me see what the other customer is. Produce, meat and seafood, another 24 count drink, jugs of water. Oh boy. Here's where the heavy pay for sure comes in. It's a 6 count of the 1 gallon jugs. That's 1 pack. A 6 count. 6 jugs in 1 pack of 1 gallon water, and they want 4 of that. Oh my goodness. But it's $55, and that'll be my fare for this lunch shift. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn off my other apps because this is gonna take me a while. There's no need to have the other apps on. No need for me to be distracted. All right. So, we are on our way to Costco. Let's go for a ride. Why some people might not want to do this order because of the heavy items, especially for 6-pack 1 gallon. They want 4 of that. So that's actually 24 1-gallon jugs of water. So that definitely is not going to be fun, but I'll get it done. That'll be my good deed for the day. And where I'll be dropping these, the 2 customers, they're probably like 10 minutes apart, less than 10 minutes apart from each other. But it looks like I'll be taking the back way home after I make the deliveries. But at least y'all will have something to watch and not just listen to me talk to myself here in the car the entire time. So the question of the day will be, should I do the flatbed or should I do regular cart? Because if they want 4 of those 6-pack 1-gallon waters, that for sure will cover. I mean, I could always do 2 carts. That I'll be dragging around. Uh-oh, somebody's being pulled over. So I don't know. If I do the flatbed when we get to Costco, I won't be able to hold the phone. So with that being said, I'll probably end up having to just pop my phone into my purse and y'all gonna be just bouncing around. So I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out when I get there. But one, I hope I find everything. Because if I don't find everything, I know that's going to affect my tip. Because looking at the amount of the tip, when I took the screenshot, it looks like it's percentage and not a flat. Or one of them might be a percentage. So if I don't find everything, that's gonna cost me money. Too bad my hubby's not with me. Because then definitely we can do the 2-cart thing. He'll push one and I'll push one. We're just now passing Costco, but I have to, because I'm on the other side of the highway, I have to do the whole turnaround. But if you're just now popping in, thank you for doing so. I'm on my way to Costco to do a 2-customer 21-item shop. And yes, there's heavy. There is definitely heavy stuff. Thank goodness it's not, 10 cases of water, but doing 4 6-pack 1-gallon water, I think is just as heavy as a case of water, especially the 40-pack. I just hope, though, that it's houses that I'm delivering to. So, and our Lowe's, which is over here, there's a Lowe's on that side, built next to Costco. I believe they're open now. Yeah, see, Lowe's is over there. Please say we got close parking. Close parking, close parking. Close parking, close parking. Let's go, let's go. Close parking. Close parking? No. All right, let's check the other side. And of course, everybody wants to cross the way, and there's more people. And more people. Yay, somebody reversed out of a spot. Right over here off the main road. So, not too far from the door. And I've said this several times now here lately. I wish all places set up their parking lots just like they do for Costco, because, Texas and everywhere else, there's a lot of people driving large vehicles and packing us creating a parking lot to where everybody's packed in like sardines. No wonder everybody walks away with dents in their cars and whatnot. So, all right. So, let me see. How am I going to do this? So A. I mean, there's a lot of produce. There's meat. Like I said, that's a 24 count. I have to do the flatbed. So the question is, how am I going to set up the phone? Because I'm going to have to... Ooh, my phone is hot. Bear with me a moment. Because I can stick you guys in the front pocket of my purse, and it'll be pointing out, so then that way y'all can, you know, still see what's going on. Because I would hate to end the live stream just in order to do this shopping. But yeah, there's the heavy items and the large items, it would make sense for me to do the flatbed. And I still didn't bring a towel with me. We could be in your top pocket. If I had the overalls, for sure. That would come in so handy right now. If I had overalls with the pocket up here, I'd just stick y'all in there. But that's your thing, NATO. That's your thing. Okay. I think that cooled my phone down a little bit. All right, let's see how this is going to look. Stick you guys in. Secure you guys. You guys might be able. Let's see, how's that looking? Can y'all still hear me? NATO, can you hear me? Say. Okay, thank you for that. All right. Not exactly the best of view, but sorry for all the bouncing around. As you can see, there's no spot for me to put my phone on. They've given me 52 minutes. Hey, Eric. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Thanks for popping in. Just trying to do a 2 customer 21 item shop here at Costco. All right, so sorry. Sorry. Alright, so that would be A. A is the big box. Not exactly the easiest to steer. Alright, so we got lime. We got